Okay, it's 10:51 a.m. on February 22nd, 2001. And I've got a doctor's appointment letter here someplace and I can't find it. I think it's today, and if it is, I will miss the appointment. Boy, I don't see it here anywhere. I'll have to look and see if I can find that dude. Okay, there's two phrases that come to mind. No rest for the wicked and no rest for the weary. I'm wicked and I'm weary both. Been 9 days. We've mostly been out of water. We had water one afternoon. We've got a little bit of water right now coming in, about a third the pressure we should have, maybe half the pressure. We're like that wicked stepchild that gets beat a lot. We live on the one road in Davis, Oklahoma. We're not in the city limits, but they feed water to our road. And we're, to be blunt about it, I've got a lot of friends live on this road with us. It's about a 2-mile long road, and none of us had water. To say it's aggravating is a gross understatement. It's not cold anymore, though, thankfully. It's supposed to be 71 tomorrow. Let me see what the temperature is right now on us. Bring that up. I've got to do a podcast here. It's 54 degrees. High today is supposed to be 59. That is a welcome respite, or respite, whichever. I pronounce it respite because it's got an E on the end of it. The British, I think, pronounce it respite. Oh, excuse me. There it is. Found the letter. Okay, let's see when I'm supposed to have this big meeting with my doctor. That is the old one. That got canceled. I don't have that one to do anymore. So, oh well, I'll have to call them in a minute and ask them what's going on. My office is more cluttered than it normally is. I had Benjamin's father-in-law and sister-in-law in the office day before yesterday. They're sweet people. Like I told Amanda, I love her with my whole heart. I love her as much as I loved Christina. And I'm going to be giving them guitar lessons. Yep. Not that I know how to play guitar, but I play better than most of the guys out here that are doing it. Especially blues guitar. I've got a lot to do this afternoon. I've been extremely busy. Like this morning I got up, I had to take Aurora. We had to fill 23-gallon jugs with water over at the motel Jerry has because not a drop came out of her faucet. Now it's running a little bit. We're going to keep some water storage. Jerry and I are going to have a talk this afternoon. It's personal business that has to do with his need for a ready water source too. He drilled a bunch of water wells, and the only one that's really viable is that way at the end of my pasture, but it's not my property, it's Jerry's. Our property cuts off about a half acre before you get to that well. There's some contention as to who actually owns it. The family that did have it, I've already explained that before, but they're making noise about suing Jerry. I've got the best attorney in the world. His name's L.D. Oliphant, and if it comes down to it, we'll unload the big guns. But I had other ideas for him, and he liked it, but he wants to discuss it this afternoon. So after I get everything done I got to do, I'm taking a bath. You know, I turn the water heater on. There should be enough pressure to get me a bath run. I don't do showers because I can't stand up well enough for an extended period of time to shower, so I bathe. The pain of being old and crippled, and I'm both, and there's one of Linda's hens cackling to agree with me. Only she said something extra. I'm old, crippled, and ugly, so she's absolutely right. Chickens don't lie. Yeah, I got up, had to get water, then I had to go to Walmart and pick up a couple of things and come back. Tomorrow they're supposed to have the right solenoid in for her navigator. You can just arc across the terminals and start it, and I did that yesterday, but when you do that and you keep doing it, it will sooner or later it will cause problems for your car. I've had a lot of vehicles I've had to rig up a push button to start them due to that. But those solenoids also act as an electronic transfer unit, and a lot of people don't realize that. And Nick, bless his heart, we went to O'Reilly's twice yesterday. They just couldn't believe that wasn't the right solenoid to her car that they sold us. Well, we had the old one, which has 3 posts, and they sold us one with 4 posts. We just have to skip one. It doesn't work that way, folks. It's the diametrics inside the solenoid determines how the thing functions. But I'll get her car running tomorrow by hook or crook, and then it's getting a bath. Both of her cars are going to get a bath and get vacuumed out. I even got quarters right here that I found in my change jug. But life goes on. It does. I've got so much on me right now, it's almost unbearable. It's responsibility-wise. And Linda, bless her heart, I hope she gets a nap here pretty quick. She's not looking good, and she's not getting enough rest. She has this habit. We got to bed at 10 o'clock last night. She gets up at like 6, studies her scripture, and gets everything ready for everybody, and then everybody rolls on to their job, and then Aurora goes over to Benji's house and sits with his 2 bitty ones. They're at the house right now, and we've got a lot of cleanup to do here. That storm did a lot of damage to a lot of things. I even have one piece of, we use lateral siding on the house, and one piece of the trim popped out due to the ice getting behind it probably. But where we dismantled the swimming pool enclosure, they never got the rest of the ribs off that thing pulled out of the yard. We're going to use that lumber to add on to Benji's house and make him a big den with it. But all you can do, folks, is what you can do. Unfortunately, that's true everywhere. My prayers and thoughts go out to friends of mine down in Texas and family in Texas. There are still a lot of people down there doing without, and they've got my heartstrings. Mom, John, I hope John is doing better. I think it may be depression, and if it is, once I get all this stuff cleaned up, don't be surprised if this weekend Linda and I don't just show up. I'll let you know beforehand and take you and John somewhere. We'll have the fancy car fixed by then, and if not, it'll be in that old Expedition. The Expedition's a fairly new car, but the problem is they're not that well built. A lot of road noise. Ride's rough. The seats aren't real comfortable in it, and I like that Lincoln. That thing, it's better than an Escalade, better than a Cadillac, I promise, and it rides very comfortable. Michael, Paul, we'll come see you. It's just we didn't count on this storm hitting. Nobody did, and I tell you what, hopefully that's the last one. But folks, we're right at the edge of tornado season. Fortunately, I've got a mountain in front of my house that way, and that's usually the direction they come from. But I'm still looking at getting a storm shelter put in just in case. Now, that's all of the vlog for today. Like the sign says, be kind. I love all of you. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.